Hey y'all, I'm Scott Ricks, owner of Bayfront Roofing and Construction, here in the Corpus Christi Coastal Bend area on the Texas Gulf Coast. And today I want to talk a little bit about something that we get asked about all the time, about windstorm insurance, windstorm permitting, windstorm WPI 8s, windstorm certificates, about TWIA. All these things we get asked questions of all the time. We deal with TWIA primarily, Texas Windstorm Insurance Agency. It's the largest insurance agency that covers us here on the Texas Gulf Coast. There are some private insurance companies that you can get, but most everyone here is going to get TWIA as their insurance provider. So we get asked, do I have to have a windstorm certificate? Well, the answer is no, but there's a lot of caveats there. If you're going to try and get insurance on your building, if you're wanting to sell that building later, then these are times when you absolutely want to get a windstorm certificate. So if you're doing a new construction, or you're doing a remodel, or you're doing something large to the outside of your building, just like the permit that you have to get from the city, you need to get a windstorm certificate as well. What is a windstorm certificate? A windstorm certificate is a certificate stating that an engineer who's been certified through Texas Windstorm Insurance Agency, TWIA, has gone through and done the inspections on the project in the times that they're supposed to be. So those are all laid out by the governing agency, but your contractor needs to secure an engineer and make sure that they go through that process with them so that you can get you a windstorm certificate. What's a WPI-1? A WPI is a written proof of inspection. The WPI-1 means that an engineer has gotten involved in the project. You have to have a WPI-1 in most municipalities in order to pull an actual permit from that municipality. So in order to get a city permit to make your build, you should have had to get a WPI-1. After that's sent in, and the inspections go through and the engineer says the build is good, then he issues a WPI-2. Means you passed your inspections, and he's going to submit that information to the state. Once the state goes through and reads and checks off all the boxes and makes sure everything's done and the inspections are done properly and all the paperwork is finished, then they submit a WPI-8, which is typically what people refer to as your windstorm certificate. This could be on windows, this could be on siding, this could be on your roof, on your door, basically anything on the outside of your home that needs to be inspected by an engineer is going to go through this process. When's the easiest time to get a WPI-8, a windstorm certificate? Definitely during the time of the installation of the project. If you're getting windows, make sure that your contractor is getting a permit from that municipality, from that city, to install those windows. When he does that, he's going to have to get a windstorm certificate, a WPI-1, from an engineer. That's how he starts the process. And then during the process of installation, the engineer will be checking the size and gauge of the fasteners, the pattern of installation, how the seal is done. Same on the roof. He's going to make sure the fasteners are done according to what the state has stated has to be done. And then he'll do his certificate, send it in, and that's how you'll get your windstorm certificate, your WPI-8, and your insurance company will have access to that, and if you're selling the property, and so on and so forth.